Hello there, and welcome back to another Salome Platform tutorial. So first things I want to mention that version 9.6 has been released at the time of this recording. Okay, so previously I was using version 9.15, so feel free to upgrade. I will work with 5.15 because I still need to upgrade some things, but it's completely compatible, so feel free to use it. It's up to you. So hopefully after this video, when I update everything, I would switch, do everything 9.16, but nothing changed. So in this video, what we're going to do, so first we address two cases: 3D, internal and external flows. Let's go now to 2D. Okay, 2D nothing changed. So it depends on the software that you are using, your final solver. So it can be Fluent, openfoam, CFD, StarCCS. So each one has different idiosyncrasies. So you have to be careful about that. So talking about openfoam, remember that an openfoam needs to be a 3D geometry. So basically this is what we're going to do, the 2D case, but then think that you need to do that extrusion, but the methodology, it is exactly the same. So to show you what we're going to do, the classical cylinder case. So as usual, I show everything on Onshape. I like to use Onshape, my advice. If you are completely new to generating your geometry CAD, I recommend you to start using Onshape, then move to Salome. You will find many things that are similar as analogies, but then some slight differences that I have been pointing out, but it shouldn't be that difficult. But first, get used to a proper professional tool, because there are some things that in my mind I find a little bit strange in Salome, like they don't use units or the order of some operations and so on. So this is the case that we're going to do, the classical cylinder. I have done this case like a zillion times. Okay, so first geometry. So as you see here, we have the parametrization. You can also add parametrization in Salome. We have seen that. And we're going to do it in different steps because it's a very easy case, but I want to show you something that it is going to complicate things a little bit, in particular the features, how you order the features in Salome. Later we're going to see here. So we can go from a single domain to a domain that you can split it like this, and this will be your region that you can use to add refinement, but also you can do something like this. So, well, here I change it, I add some curvature there, is the same, but look at that. Here we have two domains that both of them, they are connected. So we need to enforce this connection between domains in Salome. Very interesting, because this will be the next step. So probably some people is asking, okay, I would like to do something that is rotating. So this is where you can create that connection. It's the shared topology that many tools call it like that. And then, well, just to mention, this is probably, you have seen this tutorial in openfoam that we do it, and we use a block topology, something like this. If each of the colors represent a block, and something like that can be done also in Salome. Let's see if I found some time, okay, to do this. I think there is no need to do it because the structure mesh do it very well, but you can also do it in Salome and get very similar meshes to what you get using block mesh, okay? But so just to show you. So to generate this, extremely easy. These are our dimensions, and we translated exactly the same dimensions. No, so this will be our design intent. Now remember that always we talk about this design intent. You want geometrical constraints and dimensions, and well, if you can do it also parametrical, as you see here, no, it is a plus. Also, you have feature dependencies that here we don't see, but later we're going to see the ordering, of these features. It is very important. And at the end, remember that you will like to have a single solid, watertight, no holes. Okay, so this is your design intent. Whatever you do should resolve your geometry, so you resolve your domain. Something also that some people ask me, okay, can you add two cylinder here? I put it, this cylinder here is a construction one. So if I eliminate that construction constraint, I can get it. No, I can get my cylinder. So let me see which one of these one will get my cylinder. There you go. And then it's fully parametrical, and here you can have this guard. I updated. And this is it, no? So as you can see, it's very easy. Later, another video will show that, but it's your design intent, okay? You are doing your geometry. It will be up to you what you would like to do. So let me go here and let me go back here and let me put it as a construction one that is not going to carve that hole there. And yeah, this is it. So let me minimize here. Let me move to Linux. And here, well, I'm working in a virtual machine. You can also install Salome. I mentioned that Salome is more stable than Windows. I haven't checked this in 9.16. That it seems that a few of the issues were solved. Okay, in Linux, so it tends to be more stable. So here you have the release now, so go there and read that. So this is the case. In video description you have the link to download. We have a few cases, and to show you, okay, before moving to Salome, we have the 2D and 3D. Just to stress, remember that if you're working in openfoam, you need to create something 3D. So the steps are the same, just the extrusion. Okay, but let me show you here. So the 3 different meshes and the difference, now what the outcome, depending on the design intent, what will you like to do. So this is will be our first case, super easy. Okay, there is no refinement, and you should get this mesh. Okay, so we zoom in. Okay, you can add your boundary layers and so on. So then you may ask, okay, if I want to add a refinement zone, we did it in previous videos, now in the 3D case. So the methodology is exactly the same. You create it and then put it there. And this is it, super easy. Okay, so you should do this. Okay, it's very straightforward how to do this. Look at here when I was talking, and let me maximize here, that you have the features, dependencies, and order. It's very important, this ordering. So let me move to the next case. So now imagine that in this case, I don't have that random zone that I want to put my refinement, no dot body of influence. So here now I split in my domain. So 1 and 2 solids, or in this case surfaces. Okay, so it's very important, this feature dependence. So here you can see that you have 2 different solids. You will be able to generate the mesh, okay, but the mesh, it is not body fitted. So this mesh for all purposes is valid, but look at that, it's not body fitted. You should create that non-conforming region and so on. So pretty much every software can do that. So I will show you how to assign this shared region, but ideally you want to have something body fitted. So the body fitted, it is the next step. And let me maximize and to stress, look at the ordering here. Okay, this is your design intent. And now look at my ordering. So now you have a parent object, and you have these 2 objects are under this umbrella of your parent. Okay, so now this, when you do the mesh, they are going to be conformal. So look at the difference. You have here, well, 2 individuals, okay, different individuals. Here you move, you will have here 2 individuals, but they have a common parent. Okay, so this is your family, and this is what you want. It's very important, but again, depending of what you want to do. In the case that we want to do, we want that because we want a body fitted mesh. So let me go, it should be this. Okay, and when you look at here, and I maximize this, look at that now. The mesh is following that common face there, that you can see it there, but now it's matching. And there you are going to have a matching region, a shared region that you can use it, talking about openfoam jargon, that you can use it now as a face on set and so on, to do your splitting or do whatever you want. Those regions, you use Fluent or you use Star System, whatever, you can see that region, those regions, okay? There is no problem. So yeah, this is what we're going to do, okay? To stress that the ordering is important, there is some design intent. So we go from the easiest case, which is this domain, we add the bodies of influence that we have done it, and then we complicate things here with this one. And I'm going to stress the ordering is important, because probably you will say, okay, but I have a sliding mesh, how do I do that? This is the key step. So that's all. This was our introduction, and see you in the next videos when we get our hands dirty. So thank you, and see you next time. Bye.